General Hospital spoilers reveal that Cyrus' crime story continues to haunt the shadows of Port Charles, and it seems that no one can escape the obsession he brings. While Cyrus has tried to build an image of a reformed man, people are increasingly realizing that he is truly a dangerous criminal. The murder of Sam and Dex with Digitalis was not only a huge shock to their loved ones, but it also made everyone connected to Cyrus feel uneasy. This has made the crimes he commits a hot topic that no one can ignore. Gradually, Cyrus' dark secrets begin to surface, and his victims become more and more evident. Investigations are slowly reaching conclusions that no one wants to believe. Cyrus is behind the deaths of Sam and Dex, but the worst part is that he might have already planned new targets. With every step he takes, he becomes more dangerous, and no one in Port Charles feels safe. Cyrus not only harms those directly targeted, but he also causes a wave of fear throughout the entire community. The forces in the shadows are beginning to realize that if they don't act soon, they could become the next targets. And while everyone fears Cyrus' next moves, his new targets are slowly forming, each one more dangerous and unpredictable than the last. Cyrus' plan seems to be carefully calculated, and everyone in General Hospital can't help but worry about what's to come. Those standing between him and the truth now face unimaginable dangers, and a new storm of crime is preparing to sweep through Port Charles. Cyrus has no intention of stopping, and now Liz, Joss, and Danny have become his next targets in his criminal plan. After killing Sam and Dex, these deaths are not enough for Cyrus. He is always looking for ways to eliminate anyone who could expose his secrets. Although he still pretends to be a reformed man, always appearing peaceful and benevolent, everyone in Port Charles is starting to realize that behind that facade is a dangerous criminal, relentlessly seeking out anyone who could block his path. Liz, who was unintentionally dragged into the case involving Sam and Dex's deaths, has become an easy target for Cyrus. He cannot allow her, a potential witness, to continue investigating his actions. When Liz begins to connect the dots and evidence related to Digitalis, the substance Cyrus used to cause Dex and Sam's deaths, she seems to have uncovered part of the truth. This makes Cyrus feel threatened, and he cannot let Liz survive, as if she continues her investigation, the truth about him might be exposed. Therefore, Liz now has to live in fear, knowing that her life is at risk from someone she never thought would become her enemy. Jocelyn, still grieving the death of Dex, has decided to take action when she accuses Cyrus right in front of him at the PCPD. She can't stand by when she knows he is behind Dex's senseless death. However, this only increases the danger for Joss. Cyrus will never let anyone who dares to oppose him do so without paying the price. Joss daring to confront Cyrus has made her his target, and now she must face risks she cannot foresee. These actions could make Joss an easy prey for Cyrus, and she will need to find a way to protect herself from this danger. Danny, Jason's son, is also not escaping Cyrus' radar. After confronting Cyrus at Charlie's bar and demanding an explanation for why he killed his mother, Danny has made himself a clear target. Cyrus cannot allow someone like Danny, the son of Jason, who has always been a threat to him, to live if he doesn't want his secret exposed. When Danny challenges him, Cyrus feels threatened and will not hesitate to act in order to silence those who dare stand against him. For Cyrus, suppressing people like Danny is necessary to maintain his power and control in Port Charles. With these three becoming his next targets, their deaths will not only be a personal tragedy but could completely alter the balance in Port Charles. These deaths will likely stir up panic and make others in the city feel unsafe. Anyone who dares to face Cyrus now must be prepared for a life-and-death battle, where he will show no mercy to anyone threatening his plans. Cyrus has proven that no one can escape his vengeance, and now, with his new targets being Liz, Joss, and Danny, he will do whatever it takes to ensure he won't be held responsible for their deaths. Every step he takes is calculated, and the people in Port Charles will have to face a dark future, where death can come at any moment, especially for those who dare challenge Cyrus. Confronting him not only forces potential victims to live in fear but will also lead to dangerous decisions and inevitable tense situations. If Liz, Joss, and Danny can't find a way to protect themselves, they could fall into Cyrus' hands, and their deaths will be just the beginning of a series of even worse events. Port Charles is facing an unprecedented challenge, and with every move Cyrus makes, the danger becomes more apparent. Will the people in the hospital and the city be able to stop the storm Cyrus is causing, or will there be more deaths? This is just the beginning, and it promises to lead to a major change in the lives of everyone in Port Charles. Cyrus will eventually have to face the truth and his actions when he is arrested, but his story is far from over. Jason, Carly, and Lucky, those who have suffered great loss due to the deaths caused by Cyrus, will not accept for things to end so simply. Each of them carries an irreplaceable pain, and their anger has now become the driving force behind their relentless pursuit of revenge. Jason, who has always been silent and controlled his emotions, can no longer be patient with what Cyrus has done. The loss of loved ones and Cyrus' manipulation has pushed him to this point. He cannot allow him to survive after everything he has caused. Carly, with her decisive personality and unwavering protection of her loved ones, also cannot tolerate this anymore. They all know that revenge is necessary, but this act is not just a reaction of anger, it is the final protection for those they love. Lucky, who has always worked with a sense of fairness in his heart, can no longer contain his emotions after the deaths of those closest to him. He cannot let Cyrus escape responsibility for the deaths he caused, and Lucky's determination grows even stronger as he begins taking action to seek justice for his loved ones. But as they begin to plan their revenge, things spiral further than expected. This is no longer just a fight against a criminal. It is slowly becoming a battle for survival, where everything can change in an instant. Jason, Carly, and Lucky's actions are not just personal revenge, they are a clear message that they will not let someone like Cyrus continue to cause harm without facing consequences. When Cyrus realizes that revenge is no longer something he can avoid, he begins to feel the pressure. Although he has always been the one in control, this time, he can't escape the end he has created for himself. All of his enemies, Jason, Carly, and Lucky, have now begun to impose their own rules. And as they close in on Cyrus, his end seems inevitable. Cyrus' death will not only mark the end of a criminal but also a painful and brutal death. This is not only punishment for his actions but a warning to anyone who thinks they can cheat and deceive others without facing consequences. When the characters in General Hospital decide that Cyrus cannot survive after all he has done, it opens a new chapter, one full of blood and unrelenting revenge. And now, with Cyrus' death confirmed, Port Charles will have to face significant changes. Can the main characters truly find peace after executing this plan of revenge? Or will these decisions lead to an even greater crisis that they cannot control? The story is not over, and the remaining secrets will surely cause everything to explode further. Cyrus has officially ended his criminal journey, and his death is not just the end of a ruthless character, but also marks a significant change in the landscape of General Hospital. With Cyrus' departure, Jeff Kober will also leave the cast, delivering a huge shock to the fans. However, Cyrus' death is only the beginning of a series of events that will cause everything in Port Charles to explode. His departure not only brings relief to those who were once his victims but also opens up a new chapter, full of unresolved secrets and complex relationships yet to be revealed. As the death of Cyrus settles, a surprising and shocking return is about to happen. Sam McCall will return to Port Charles. Sam's return is not just the reappearance of a familiar character from the past, but also a turning point that will change the entire storyline. Sam has always been an important character in the lives of Jason and those around him, and her return will not only revive unresolved feelings and decisions but will also push these relationships in a new direction. The death of Cyrus may be the end of one chapter, but with Sam's return, it will open up a series of upheavals. The relationship between Sam and Jason will be a key focus in this story, because despite the passage of time, the unresolved feelings between them will flare up again. Sam and Jason, having gone through many changes in their lives, will have to face questions they've never truly found answers to. Will Sam be able to rekindle the love she lost with Jason, or will they have to confront difficult decisions about their future together? Sam is not just an important character in her relationship with Jason, but her return could also bring major changes to the family and friends' relationships. Carly, who has always been a significant part of Jason's life, will have to deal with Sam's presence once again. Will Carly accept Sam's return and the changes in her relationship with Jason, or will the rivalry and tension between them make everything more complicated? Jocelyn, Carly's daughter, will also face awkward situations as she witnesses changes in her family, and Sam might be the one to push her into situations where she must make important decisions in life. Not only will the relationship between Sam and Jason cause turmoil, but Sam's return could change all the relationships around her. Old feelings will resurface, secrets yet to be revealed will begin to emerge, and the choices everyone in Port Charles has made will be tested once again. Will Sam find love and stability again in life, or will changes and complicated relationships push her down a different path? What makes Sam's return even more dramatic are the secrets she carries with her. Sam may have to face dangerous situations, not only due to romantic relationships but also because of the secrets she has kept hidden during her absence. These secrets could change everything in Port Charles, from restoring her relationship with Jason to power struggles in the Corinthos family. Old enemies and unresolved secrets will make Sam's return even more complicated. Sam's return is not just a shock to those involved but also a warning to everyone living in a false peace. When old feelings resurface and decisions must be made, things will never be the same again. Sam's appearance is an essential factor in the battle for love, power, and justice in Port Charles. All the characters will face difficult choices, and these decisions will change their futures forever. Port Charles will no longer be the peaceful place it once was, because Sam's return will create major turmoil, testing every relationship and every decision to the limit. From Cyrus' death to Sam's return, General Hospital will enter a new phase, where the stories won't just explode but also bring unpredictable changes, forcing everyone to face enormous challenges. This story is just beginning, and the upcoming developments will keep fans glued to their screens.